Now is the time to really
Your
do
book.
My book, yes.
If you remember the hit song It's Not Unusual, this superstar is no stranger to you. It's great that you hum and dance to his melodies. But do you know the man behind the song? His journey through obstacles into a world of luxury and many women is one you can't miss out on. Tom Jones knows how to live the good life, sometimes raising the eyebrows of many people. Join us as we take a ride through Tom's lifestyle, net worth, and numerous entanglements with women. Inside Tom Jones's luxurious life. If you say Tom Jones made millions so he could spend on cars, you might not be wrong. This legend doesn't hide his love for expensive sports cars. When others think it's too pricey, Tom Jones knows it's the best fit for an icon like himself. Among his fleets of cars is the Bentley Continental GT. Tom owns a navy blue version of this branded sports car and loves to speak about it in his interviews. Its high-performance four-seat coupe provides luxury that only elites can afford. Its high speed makes it one of Tom's favorite cars. The Bentley is estimated to cost $200,000. Other cars in his collection include a Rolls-Royce Phantom, a Rolls-Royce Silver Shadow, a Ferrari, a Range Rover, and a BMW 650 Coupe. Over the years, Tom has purchased speed cars that mirror his status as one of the richest music icons. How rich is the legend? How much money is Tom Jones worth? Tom Jones has amassed great wealth through music, television, and film. He has a net worth of $300 million. Tom's career has outlived 6 decades, and during this time he has taken the role of a vocalist, performer, and judge on The Voice UK, and even dabbled into acting. With many guest appearances, brand endorsements, deals, and over 100 million sold records, Tom is the man of the hour as he lives in luxury and glam. When asked to show a vocalist who made 36 top 40 hits in the United Kingdom and 19 in the United States, you'll have to mention Tom Jones. Now, you don't wonder how he's grown so much wealth, do you? Sunday Times Rich List reported the singer earned £140 million via touring. In 2015, Tom took his net worth higher by $175 million from tours, with an additional $249 million from royalties. If anyone can afford their dream life, it's Tom Jones. The music star didn't come from a rich family. However, despite his wealth and success, he had a humble beginning filled with struggles, love, and tension. Let's unpack all that. How it all began. Thomas John Woodward, born on the 7th of June 1940 in Wales, is the son of Frida Jones and Thomas Woodward. His Welsh father was a coal miner in Rhondda Valley. The Woodwards lived a simple life. Tom's education began at Wood Road Infant School and Wood Road Junior School. Later, he went on to attend Pontypridd Central Secondary Modern School. That's pretty much all about Tom's education, as he found a new path he didn't expect would bring him to the spotlight. Thomas John loved singing. Growing up, he often sang at family functions and weddings. He even sang in his school and church choir while he was younger. Nothing about basketball or sports in general caught Tom's attention. He didn't even fancy the idea of school. He just loved melodies and soulful rhythms. A health issue opened Tom to the world of music in ways he had never dreamt of. At 12, he came down with tuberculosis. It was so terrible that it kept Tom bedridden for 2 years. Although he described it as the worst time of his life, he enjoyed the moments he sketched while listening to songs. That was all Tom could do, as he had a long recovery process. He quit school at 15. At age 16, he left his family searching for a life he knew existed in music. He wasn't sure how things would pan out, but he was convinced he had opportunities waiting for him. Tom Jones had many idols he looked up to in his early music career. He paid attention to artists like Little Richard and Solomon Burke, Elvis Presley, and Jerry Lee Lewis. Surprisingly, he later met one of these men. However, before then, he picked up manual jobs to survive. He sang at clubs at night and did what he could as a young lad. Tom formed a Welsh group called Tommy Scott and the Senators in 1963. Their beat and songs earned them local recognition in Wales. The group kept recording solo tracks and even sought record labels but didn't get an audience. They succeeded in getting a man, Phil Solomon, to manage them, but their contract ended abruptly. It didn't stop the Welsh group from performing at their gigs in South Wales. Their persistence led them to Gordon Mills, who changed the game by signing Tom to Decca Records in London. He became their manager and did some rebranding for the group. Mills had eyes for talents and knew Tom had what it took to be a superstar. The hit movie Tom Jones was released and gained Academy Awards, and Mills thought of leveraging it. That's where the name Tom Jones came from. He got Tom his first contract and produced his single Chills and Fever, which didn't make much buzz. They recorded another song, It's Not Unusual, and it became a major hit on the radio. This song made Tom Jones one of the most famous British vocalists. The song, written by Gordon Mills, not only brought success to Tom but also to the label. After that, Tom made many hit singles that made him one of the favorites regarding vocal range, music styles, and octaves. He was a great artist and his fans appreciated his voice and charisma. Tom Jones, who began as a kid tenor singer, serenaded his audience with a robust baritone. The old and young ones loved him. He was entertaining to watch and built his career for many decades with his energetic performances. Tom was finally experiencing the reality he had always known existed. In 1965, this hit song, It's Not Unusual, topped #1 in the United Kingdom and the top 10 in the United States. The following year opened a fresh start for Tom Jones, the fantastic musician who was second to none. Rise to fame. Tom Jones received a Grammy Award in 1960 as the Best New Artist, but he also seemed to be losing popularity that same year. Gordon Mills, the manager, decided it was time to switch it up. He created a new persona for Tom, allowing him to explore other genres like blues and rhythm and blues. He became the bad boy in music, attracting international attention, especially from the ladies. Tom was the women's man with songs like I'll Never Fall in Love Again, I'm Coming Home, and Delilah. The music icon topped the charts in the United Kingdom and made the top 40 in the United States. In 1967, Las Vegas decided they wanted a piece of the singer, and that led to numerous performances after his first event at the Flamingo Hotel and Casino. Tom's dress and stage act improved while in Las Vegas. He became known for his open, half-unbuttoned shirts and tight pants. His fans were not the only ones who enjoyed the music and nightlife in Las Vegas. Tom also had a great time delivering his talent. He put a hold on recording music and mostly featured club performances. Las Vegas became a part of the singer's life, so much so that he performed at least 1 week a year from then until 2012. You know the saying, what happens in Las Vegas stays in Las Vegas. A lot happened with Tom in the years he was in Las Vegas. However, we'll spill all the gist Tom tried to keep hidden. If you want to find out, stay tuned. Do you know what else Jones has tried? Hollywood entertainment. He explored his acting talents with a lead role in the 1979 films Pleasure Cove. His first debut received good remarks as he was cast in Mars Attacks, where he delivered exceptionally. He took on an animation role as himself in The Simpsons, Duck Dodgers, and The Emperor's New Groove. Fantasy Island and The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air had Tom make guest appearances. He also lent his singing prowess to many movies, further refining his portfolio as a singer and entertainer. In 2012, Tom got a contract as a judge on The Voice UK, and has since been on and off the seasons until now. He was once voted the favorite judge with his delectable remarks and understanding of music. His co-judges always loved Tom singing, and they were blown away by his vocal range, even at an old age. Tom released his 39th studio album Praise and Blame in 2010. The album captured live performances of gospel and blues at a studio in Bath, England. His fans welcomed the release with great reviews of the songs. This album was under Island Universal, a new label he was signed to. It sold over 130,000 copies and rose to #2 in the United Kingdom album chart. He received an honorary title from Queen Elizabeth. He was knighted in 2006 and showed his gratitude by serenading the Queen at her Diamond Jubilee concert 6 years later. Before this, he was made an Officer of the Order of the British Empire in 1998. The Patriarchy of England was not the only one that saw Tom's relevance in music. He received the Hitmaker Award from the Songwriters Hall of Fame in the United States, a Brit Award for Best Male and Outstanding Contribution to Music, Silver Clef Award for Lifetime Achievement, among many other honors given to the singer. In 2007, he was among the artists who performed at the concert for Princess Diana at Wembley Stadium. Tom Jones never ceased to bring energy when he performed on stage. His love for music kept him strong as he marked his 70th birthday in June 2010. By this time, the singer had performed in over 50 concerts in 18 countries and had many well-received albums. Music is my life. It expresses what I believe. It lives around me, moves me, and carries me on. It's not just a career, it's a passion, Tom said. Tom Jones's life is truly music, and he's shown that to the world. From the moment he stepped into the spotlight till the present day, there is no doubt he was created to sing and entertain. He took on a spot in the variety show This Is Tom Jones, which aired 3 seasons, from 1969 to 1971. It made a breakthrough by earning the singer over $900 million. It aired on American Broadcasting Company in the United States and on UK television. The Golden Globes nominated Tom for Best Actor after his success on the show. He also went on to record a second variety show of 24 episodes in Vancouver, Canada. With the feat he had made, everyone was begging Tom Jones to journal his experience. They wanted him to write an autobiography, but the singer seemed hesitant. He rejected bids of over £1 million for the project. This made many wonder if the singer was running away from the truth. Perhaps he wasn't ready to tell all that happened in his life, especially in his marriage. What could the music legend be hiding? Why was he afraid of facing the man he had become despite many successes? Tom Jones' women and numerous escapades. Tom Jones's marriage has always been discussed in the media and among his fans. He had a beautiful love story with Melinda Rose Trenchard. But something disturbing happened when Tom became famous. Linda, a name Tom fondly called his wife, was also from the same town as the singer. They met at the age of 8 as Tom recalled her playing with marbles on the pavement.
16. We were kids together before, we were children. We were like 10 or 11 when we first...
One would wonder what Tom knew about love as a little boy. But Linda was special to him in a way others weren't. Tom's only love was Linda, and he remembered being smitten at the sight of her walking to school while he was bedridden at age 12. At 15, he was certain about spending his life with Linda. He mustered the courage to ask her on a date, and she agreed after years of dropping subtle hints that he was into her. They were both 16 when Linda got pregnant, and Tom had to get into daddy duties. He married Linda at 17 and had their son Mark a few months later in 1957. Tom worked at a glove factory before moving into construction to support his family. As he provided a means for Linda and Mark, he also kept his dreams of music alive. He sang in clubs at night to bring in extra cash. Linda was part of Tom's journey to fame. She was present through every failure, trial, and success. She knew and experienced his talent before he became a hit singer. In a rare interview, Linda said, "I feel alive when Tom comes through the door, whatever the time of day or night is." Tom also felt the same about her as he made a similar remark in an interview in 1991. "My marriage to Linda is the only real thing in my life." He vowed to stay loyal to her if she could put up with him. Family seemed to be Tom's good luck charm as his music career took off after marriage. The couple was devoted to each other until Tom's career caused him to spend periods away from Linda. This was the beginning of Tom's numerous escapades. He published his autobiography, Over the Top and Back, in 2015. Beyond encapsulating his musical journey, Tom shared information on his many affairs. In his autobiography, Tom Jones spoke about his experience in his early rise to fame, giving his fans an intimate view of his world. While they applauded his successful journey, many were taken aback by his scandalous reveal about his infidelity to Linda, whom he had spoken so dearly about in many interviews. Perhaps it was why he was so hesitant to write an autobiography. Despite this reveal, many believe Tom Jones only told the parts he wanted the world to know. Tom faced many temptations while on tour and at the peak of his career. It wasn't surprising that the ladies loved Tom and attended his concerts with provocative advances at him. Tom didn't seem to resist or dismiss their inappropriate gestures. In his autobiography, he wrote, "When you're a performer and you find something that works, you work it, so it grew, and it built. When I stooped, mid-song, to kiss the women who had forced their way to the edge of the stage, it wasn't just a peck on the cheek. It was full-on, mouth to mouth. Tom recounted how women would throw their underwear at him as he performed.
This woman stood up and, lifted her skirt and took them off and went like this. So I said, what's...
His Playboy reputation and songs brought him mostly a female crowd who took front spots in his events, but the singer failed to manage the attention he was getting from his fans. Tom said, "I was going over as some kind of love god, and I was going over so strongly that I was occasionally persuaded myself. The road will set temptations in front of you that are hard to resist." He said a seductive air was thick in and around his shows. He admitted that he had difficulty turning down the females who liked him. In an interview with the Daily Telegraph in 2012, the music icon said he was involved with 250 women yearly while on tour. This happened at the peak of his fame. Tom had these affairs while married to Linda, who he confessed was the love of his life. When asked why he didn't document that in his autobiography, he said the experience wasn't part of what built his success. Tom called it an unimportant story to tell. To be fair, Tom didn't need to tell the story, as many of his affairs with known female celebrities were publicized. In 1968, Tom had an affair with Mary Wilson that lasted 2 years. Tom's son, Mark Woodward, became his father's manager in the same year. One would wonder if he knew about his dad's affairs or chose to turn a blind eye. His relationship with Mary Wilson drew media attention when Mary visited the UK for an event in Bournemouth. Actress Cassandra Peterson, who played a role in the movie Mistress of the Dark, admitted that Tom Jones was the first man she had been intimate with. He also had a public affair with television host Charlotte Laws, and the most scandalous was with former Miss World Marjorie Wallace in 1976. This affair brought his numerous strings to light, as Linda was livid at a picture of Tom kissing a 19-year-old Marjorie. It seemed they were on vacation on a beach in Barbados. There were photos of them in Las Vegas and Barbados, and enough evidence for the Miss World crown to be taken off the Marjorie. In an interview, Tom admitted his wife was broken at the public embarrassment he had brought on her. "I stood there and took it. She chinned me. I said, 'Go ahead.' She punched and shouted." You would think that was enough media backlash for Linda, however. She had a storm coming. As much as Tom loves to spend on luxury, he seems thrifty when spending on other things that don't interest him. Will one of these be alimony? What could it be? Let's find out. Tom Jones' supposed son. The music icon had a ghost hunt from his past relationship with a model. In 1987, Tom had an affair with Catherine Berkery while on tour in the United States. Their relationship led to Catherine having a son, but Jones denied the affair. The model was adamant about Jones being the father of her child despite his refusal. This led to a drawn-out battle in court. Catherine was required to take a DNA test, and the results came out positive, connecting her son with the singer. The court ruled Tom Jones was the father in 1989, but he denied the court's evidence until 2008. Perhaps Tom was going through his archives of women as he couldn't recall Catherine. He surrendered to the court ruling to pay a child support fee of $2,000 monthly. Sadly, Tom wanted no part in the boy's life and never acknowledged him as his son. Jonathan Berkery is a singer like Tom who had always longed to meet his father. In an interview with The Sun, the 24-year-old said, "When I tell people who my dad is, they think I'm faking. All I want is to meet him once. Just to hear him say my name would be so cool." Jonathan had a difficult life as he was reported homeless and sleeping on the street. He also got involved with people who sold and used illicit substances. Tom Jones only fulfilled his duties imposed by the court, but wanted nothing to do with Catherine and her son. In a recent interview, Jonathan, who also went by John Jones, told Daily Mail, "I didn't understand it for a long time, but now I know that I was a bitter child looking for my father. He has never wanted to accept my existence." Linda, however, remained faithful in her love and committed to Tom despite his infidelity. She kept her lifestyle off the media and never entertained conversations about Tom and his several affairs. While Linda wasn't speaking out on her marriage issues, she found solace in substances. Linda's smoking habits led her to a series of health complications. She battled lung cancer twice and emphysema, scaled through but came down after a third diagnosis in 2016. Sadly, she passed on the 10th of April at the Cedars-Sinai Hospital in Los Angeles. Linda was married to Tom for 59 years before her demise. They stayed as a couple and didn't record a separation until her passing at 75. Tom was devastated at her demise and had difficulties dealing with grief.
With my wife dying, I thought my world was over, and that's a fact. Because she was always there.
He said Linda was the love of his life and he never had feelings for anyone besides her. In an interview with Sunday Mirror, he said, "When my wife passed away, God bless her, I didn't know whether I would make it. There were days when I felt I couldn't get up. You don't want to get out of bed to start with." The singer had expressed fears about her health a year before she passed. He recounted how worried he was when she had a major operation. He was scared of losing her or performing without her. Tom revealed in the autobiography, "I find it hard to see myself getting on stage and singing after that. If she dies, that's a huge part of me gone and I'm not sure I'm going to make it." It baffled many how Tom could talk about his love relationship with Linda and his numerous affairs in one breath. Many questioned Linda's decision to stay with the singer despite knowing about his infidelity. She kept a low profile off the media, but Tom's lifestyle kept putting her in the spotlight for the wrong reasons. During an interview on The Jonathan Ross Show in 2016, Tom admitted that Linda never confronted him about his affairs with other women. He said she never put him on the spot. "Linda is a wonderful person and she would never put me on the spot. She loves being married to me and I love being married to her." Linda may not have spoken up till her passing, but many close onlookers could see the impact of Tom's actions on her. One of Tom's previous bandmates, Vernon Hopkins, claimed that Linda was caught in an emotional trap. After her demise, Tom declared in an interview with Joe Wicks, "No, I'll never love again. There was one love of my life and that was Linda. I'm glad we had our lives together, but I wish she was here now. We would be old together." In his 2012 interview with The Telegraph, he said leaving Linda was never an option regardless of his standing history with other women. "We both came from a working-class background. We both came from the same place, so we're not like two foreign people having to explain to the other what their childhood was like. We grew up together. To walk away from that would be terrible." He recounted her demise as the lowest part of his life. Tom Jones met someone who had an exact profile as him in 1965. During a filming break at Paramount Studios, he met Elvis Presley and they were good friends. But could this be what led Tom Jones down a dark path in his marriage to Linda? Some of his fans couldn't help but believe Tom's idol had a negative on him. Tom and Elvis spent time together in Las Vegas and sang on stage, but there was something about Elvis. He was known for his many affairs despite being married to Priscilla Presley. Aside from music, Tom must have also picked up his idol's excesses with women, as he often spent time with Presley at his private Las Vegas suite. They remained friends till his demise in 1977. Tom's close friendship with Priscilla drew the public's attention after Linda's demise, as many thought they were dating. Tom refuted the claims by stating that they were old-time friends who enjoyed each other's company. In his later years, Tom Jones revealed that he used inverted therapy to stay healthy. He continues to cherish Linda's memory as he honored her wishes before her demise. He recalled how she continued to inspire him even though she was no longer alive. "It came home to me how she's been part of me through my whole adult life. Even though I've toured for years and been away for months, she has always been there." Due to the fear of living or singing without her, Linda told Tom, "You can't fall with me." These words inspired the song, "I Won't Crumble If You Fall." Tom performed it on The Voice UK and shared that it was a tribute to Linda. After her demise, Tom left their home in Los Angeles and moved to a quiet area in London. It was one of Linda's wishes, but they couldn't do it because she feared flying. He sold it for $28 million. Another intriguing aspect of Tom Jones's life is his luxurious houses. Let's check that out. Tom Jones houses. The music icon is not only into comfortable houses or real estate. He has an eye for monumental buildings and has spent most of his income building such assets. Another of his luxury mansions is his estate in Los Angeles. He purchased the mansion from Dean Martin for $5,000 in 1976. It's located at the Copa de Oro Road in the Eastgate, Bel Air, Los Angeles. The singer later let it go to Nicolas Cage at $6.4 million in 1998. His mansion was desired by many as it screamed the luxurious life of Tom Jones. With a music career spanning over 60 years, Tom Jones continues to prove how blessed the world is to have him. Even at 84, he never denies his audience a chance at entertainment. The New York Times called him a musical shapeshifter who could slide from soulful rasp to pop croon with a voice as husky as it was pretty. Tom Jones is as active as ever when he steps on stage as a performer or as an actor on screen. You will surely have a good time. What do you think about Tom Jones's luxury life? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe to this channel. Before you go, watch the other videos on your screen.